All right, Sanjay Jha also joins us on the phone line, the founder of hamaracongress.com. Mr. Jha, what is your assessment of what the PMO is saying? Don't you think that impropriety has happened at two levels? On the level of Subodh Kant Sahai, when it did not reveal to the PMO that there was a conflict of interest in his recommending allocation of coal blocks to his brother, and at the level of the PMO also in not exercising due diligence in checking the facts.
Well, obviously the matter will have to be investigated in full and great detail. When I remember, one of the judgments that was given by the Delhi High Court when they dismissed the PIL actually, and at that point they had categorically mentioned that just because the name SKS happened to be there, it did not necessarily mean that it was the concerned minister who was involved. But end of day, I think the critical aspect is going to be that, it's very easy to go back and blame the PMO, but as somebody was rightly mentioning, that end of day, the critical point that we need to establish is there or was there any financial gain or some kind of a pecuniary benefit which was taken advantage of by anybody who was involved in the transaction. Number two, was the allotment made over the maybe other favored parties who stood a better chance of getting the allocation, and end of day, were the bona fides of the entity that got the allocation, was that justified? So I think they will have to be, there's no doubt about it, it is in the public domain, and I'm sure that, end of day, the process which has already begun, and that is the positive part over all the discussions that we've been having, that there is an investigation that will happen on all the allocations that were made, and especially those that were deemed to be suspect will have to be questioned. I don't favor a blanket general cancellation of all allocations, but that can have a very negative impact in the signal that we can get, that even I think Mr. Digvijay Singh mentioned earlier. But if there are, certain cases that require to be revisited, or where even the allocation may need to be reviewed all over again, I'm sure that the legal process will take care of it.
All right, Sanjay, thank you very much for speaking to Headlines today.